favorite journal prompts slash reflection prompts for anxiety. As a recovering anxious perfectionist turned self-care queen who still gets stuck in her head sometimes. So I've been feeling super all over the place, scattered, feeling like life is lifing, so many logistics, moving parts, lots of decisions to be making. And some of these prompts, I'm a journaling girly. If you're not, then I feel like you can also do these in your head, but highly, highly, highly recommend writing shit down, because sometimes it is way different of a story in our heads than when we write it down. So I love using these prompts to really see what's going on in there, because sometimes it feels like a big old mess, but when I write it out, I'm like, oh, this is way more doable than I thought it was originally. So first one, what is actually going on here? What is actually happening? Because is it the same as in my mind, or am I making it way bigger than it really is? Which often, yes. Yes, I often do that. Is this a fact or is this a feeling? So if I'm feeling emotionally charged about it, is this whole perception based on feelings? What are the facts of the situation? Like, what's actually real? What can I actually anchor into and ground myself into that's actually happening? That is not emotionally charged, that is feeling way more dramatic than it really is. Whereas the opportunity here is one of my favorite ones, but honestly, if I'm feeling super, super swirly, this one I just skip right over and go to the next one of what would actually make this situation feel easier or lighter or more doable, more figure-outable. What would actually help in this situation? And this doesn't have to be something that I can figure out in the moment. It could be, well, if I just didn't have to deal with it, if I won $1 million, if someone told me they would do it for me, if magically this just happened and I didn't have to do this part of it, I could only do this part. If I only had to deal with this, whatever it is, write all of them. I write all of them out and then look at them and be like, oh, I can actually do this one. So there is something in my control that I can do. That's another one also. What is actually in my control? Am I stressing out about things that I can't even control, like the massive amount of construction noise that's going on in the building across the street from me? I can't control that, but I can control if I wear noise canceling headphones, if I match my schedule with their lunch break. So there are things that are in my control and there are things that are not. And I find that using these prompts and really sitting down and being like, okay, Carrie, you feel like you're stuck in your mind right now. How about we get all of that out? Because it doesn't always feel so heavy once it's out on paper and I can actually look at it and I can say, okay, now what? Because when it's swirling around in there, it's a little bit hard to tell what's going on in there. On paper, I can kind of work with that. So take what you need, leave the rest.